Have you ever felt that chill when you realize someone is manipulating you? That feeling that the person doesn't feel anything real, that they're just playing a game and you are the piece? Yeah. Today I'm going to show you the 5 signs that forensic psychologists use to identify a calculated mind. And the best part? You don't need to be a professional to recognize them. These are clear, visible signs that you can see today in the people around you. Stay until the end, because the 5th sign is the most disturbing of all. Once you learn to see it, you'll never look at certain people the same way again. Let's go? Before I show you the 5 signs, let me explain something most people don't understand. A calculated mind isn't that obvious movie villain. Seriously. The person with a calculated mind can be your friendly boss, your charismatic friend, that coworker everyone loves. They function perfectly in society, sometimes even better than normal people. The difference is in the intention. While most people act with genuine empathy, calculated minds act with strategy. Every move is thought out. Every word has a purpose. And that purpose almost always benefits only them. Forensic psychologists, the professionals who evaluate criminals, who work on investigations, have identified patterns. And these patterns repeat, always. So pay attention to the signs I'm going to show you now, because if you know someone who has 3 or more of these signs, be careful. Very careful. First one. Sign 1. They constantly test your boundaries. You know that person who always pushes a little further, who asks for bigger and bigger favors, who invades your space bit by bit? That's not coincidence, it's strategy. Calculated minds test where your boundaries are to know how far they can go. It's like a hacker testing a system's security. They start small. Can you lend me $20? If you lend it and don't ask for it back, they mentally note, this person doesn't enforce financial boundaries. Next time it's $50, then $100, and before you know it, you've lent way more than you should have, and the person doesn't even mention paying it back. And look, this goes for everything. Time, money, personal space, favors. They test, and test again, and again. A normal person, when you say no, respects it. They might even get upset, but they respect it. A calculated mind, they note that you have boundaries there and look for another opening. They're persistent, patient, and extremely observant. So watch out. If there's someone in your life who's always pushing boundaries, always asking for just one more favor, always invading your space bit by bit, giant red flag. Next sign. Sign 2. They tell different stories to different people. This is where it gets interesting. Calculated minds are masters at adapting the narrative. They tell one version of the story to you, a completely different one to your friend, and a third version to the boss. Why? Because they know exactly what each person wants to hear, and they use it to their advantage. Think about it. You talk to a coworker about a project. They tell you, man, I 100% agree with you. The boss is wrong on this. You leave the conversation thinking you have an ally, right? Then you find out that the same person went to the boss and said, look, I think so-and-so is resistant to the project, but I completely support your decision. See the pattern? They told you what you wanted to hear. They told the boss what the boss wanted to hear. And in the end, they positioned themselves well with both sides while pitting you and the boss against each other. And you know what's most disturbing? They don't feel guilty doing it. For them, it's just social strategy. It's the game. And they play to win. So pay attention. If you discover that someone tells contradictory versions of the same story, depending on the audience, that person has a calculated mind, and you can never trust 100% what they say. Third sign. Sign 3. They use your emotions against you. This one is subtle, but devastating. Calculated minds are incredible observers. They notice everything. Your insecurities, your fears, your emotional weaknesses. And you know what they do with that information? Use it against you. Real example. You casually mention that you're afraid of being abandoned because you went through that in childhood. A normal person will have empathy, maybe even support you more. A calculated mind saves that information. And when they need to manipulate you, they use exactly that. Ah, see? You always do this. That's why people abandon you. They poke the wound on purpose. Or you mention you feel insecure at work. Weeks later, in some random argument, they drop, "Yeah, you even admitted you're not good enough," even though you never said that. And look, they do this in a calculated way. They wait for the right moment. When you're vulnerable, when you're tired, when you're emotionally fragile. That's when they attack, where it hurts. A person with genuine empathy would never use your vulnerabilities against you. But a calculated mind? For them, your emotions are tools, and they have no qualms using those tools. So pay attention. If someone uses personal information you shared against you in moments of conflict, get away. That person is dangerous, fourth sign, and you need to know this one. Sign 4. They never take real responsibility. Calculated minds are masters at deflecting blame. Something went wrong at work? It was the coworker's fault who didn't deliver their part. The relationship ended? It was because the other person was unstable. Lost a friendship? The other person was too sensitive. Notice the pattern? The blame is never theirs. And look, sometimes they even take responsibility. But pay attention to how they do it. Look, I know I messed up, but you also provoked it. I apologize if you felt offended. Yes, I did that, but it was because you left me no choice. See, they say they're taking responsibility, but in the end, there's always a but. There's always a way to put part of the blame on you or circumstances. A genuine person takes responsibility. I messed up. Period. Sorry, no buts, no justifications, no deflecting. Just owns it and tries to fix it. A calculated mind never does that, because in their head, admitting complete error is showing weakness, and they don't show weakness, ever. So be alert. If there's someone in your life who always has an excuse, who always has someone or something to blame, who never takes full responsibility, you're dealing with a calculated mind. And now, the 5th sign, the most disturbing of all. Sign 5. They gradually isolate you from other people. This one is subtle, slow, but extremely effective. Calculated minds know that the more isolated you are, the easier it is to control you. So they start separating you from your other relationships, slowly, strategically. It starts like this. Wow, your friends don't value you, huh? Notice how they never call you? Planting doubt. Then, your family doesn't understand you. Only I truly understand you, creating dependency. Next, that friend of yours is talking behind your back. I heard it. Causing conflict with close people. And before you know it, you're isolated. Fighting with friends, distant from family, without a support network. And guess who's left? Only the calculated mind. And you know why they do this? Because isolated people are easy to manipulate. Without anyone to give a second opinion, without anyone to alert you when something's wrong, you become completely dependent on that person. It's the most dangerous tactic of all, because by the time you finally realize what's happening, you've already lost your support network. You're already alone. So pay very close attention to this one. If someone constantly criticizes your other relationships, always finds a reason for you to distance yourself from friends and family, always wants to have you all to themselves, run. That person is isolating you on purpose. And look, This isn't love, it's not care, it's not protection, it's control. And control doesn't come from a good place. So recapping the 5 signs of a calculated mind. Sign 1. They constantly test your boundaries. They push a little more each time to see how far they can go. Sign 2. They tell different stories to different people. They adapt the narrative to gain advantage. Sign 3. They use your emotions against you. They take your vulnerabilities and turn them into weapons. Sign 4. They never take real responsibility. There's always a but, always someone to blame. Sign 5. They gradually isolate you from other people. They cut your support network to have total control. If you know someone who has 3 or more of these signs, be careful. You might be dealing with a genuinely calculated mind. And these people don't change. They just get better at the game. The good news? Now you know what to look for. And knowledge is power. When you recognize these patterns, you can protect yourself. You can set boundaries. You can leave before getting hurt. So what about you? Do you know someone like this? Comment below how many signs the person has. Without naming names, obviously. But I want to know, is there someone in your life right now who hit 4 or 5 of these signs? And if you want to learn more about how to protect yourself from manipulation, how to identify lies, how to read people, I have other videos here on the channel. Real techniques used by professionals. Click there on the screen. Subscribe, hit the bell, and share this video with that friend who needs to see this. You know who it is. Thanks for watching. And remember, knowing these signs isn't about being paranoid. It's about protecting yourself. And you deserve to be surrounded by genuine people, not manipulators. See you in the next video.